If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you like the video, please like, comment, and share the video. Welcome everyone. Today is 26th January. So happy Republic Day. I wanted to share two things on the Nifty chart that I'm seeing. For one thing on the daily and one thing on the weekly chart. So looking at the daily chart, you can see that this was a proper zigzag correction. You can see the clearly marked A, B, C waves. Also the subwave structures are also well defined. The subwave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave A, and then you can see the subwaves A, B, and C of the wave B, and then the subwaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave C. So the only question that I have is, are we still in subwave 4 of wave C, or we are doing the subwave 5 of wave C? That part is not very clear to me yet. We can see an ending diagonal forming over here. We are already slightly above that ending diagonal. So there are no clear signs if the subwave 5 is done, or this is still the subwave 4. But one way to look at it is that we are getting close to the end of this wave 4. And then the other thing I wanted to show you on the weekly chart is the 50-week SMA that I wanted you to show, and where we are in relation to the 50-week SMA as of now. So we see we have spent 1, 2, 3 weeks below the 50-week SMA as of now. And if you see all the previous subwaves of wave 3, none of them were below the 50-week SMAs. And if we go back to the main wave 2, it spent exactly 2 days below the 50-week SMA. The third week was slightly above the 50-week SMA. If we wanted to see more than 3 weeks spent below the 50-week SMA, we have to go before this 5-wave impulse structure started, right? So right before this wave 1, we can see we had spent quite a few weeks below the 50-week SMA. And there was the global correction that started, right? This in October or November 2021 until, say, um, the June 2022, right? This was the global correction. Even the US markets were in correction, the Indian markets were in correction. Whereas right now, the Indian markets are in correction, but the US markets are not. The S&P 500 and the QQQ are putting in new all-time highs while we are in correction, right? So uh, it is reasonable to expect that we will not be spending as many days below the 50-week SMA as we did at that time, right? So these two things, right? With these two things, I wanted to say that we may be getting close to the end of this wave 4. The question is, how close are we? So to give a cricket analogy to you, we are definitely on the 5th day of a test match right now. And I'm of the opinion that we have completed the morning session. The real question is, are we doing the post-lunch session or the post-tea session? I am leaning towards the post-tea session as of now. But like cricket, markets can always surprise you. Um, so keep your eyes and ears open, and we'll see what the next few weeks bring, right? And again, we have a very important announcement coming up in February, right, with the budget. So that can also be a trigger to something. One thing I wanted to add is, if you see the high that we made in wave 3 and the current low that we have made in wave 4, it is almost 12% drop from the high to the low. So is that enough or not, right? That's the question. I think that is an enough uh, correction that we have had. And mind you, right, like below 20% drop is considered a bear market, right? And do we see those kind of drops in wave fours? I doubt, right? We should typically not see that kind of a correction in wave four. That is typically an correction that happens after the five impulse waves are complete, right? Um, and another thing I wanted to point out is the correction that's happening in the small cap and the mid cap space, right? It just accelerated last week, right? So that also suggests that we are not totally done with it, the correction, but we are getting close to the end of it. I'm hopeful that uh, February will bring some good news. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening and happy investing. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and share the video. Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the video. Have a good day.